There once lived a monster whose name struck terror into the hearts of men, Cacus, the fire-breathing giant. The son of Hephaestus, god of fire and forge, Cacus was no mere mortal villain. He was a creature of immense strength, his breath as hot as molten iron, his will as twisted as the cave in which he dwelled. Known for his insatiable greed and cruelty, Cacus lived by a single law: take what he desired, destroy what stood in his way. Legends tell of how he made his lair in a dark cave, hidden deep in the rocky hillside. It was here that he preyed upon the unsuspecting, ambushing travelers and shepherds who dared to venture too close. His monstrous deeds were whispered in hushed tones, and even the mightiest of warriors feared his wrath. Yet it was not until Cacus dared to steal from a hero of the gods that his own legend would come to a fiery end. The tale begins with the arrival of Hercules, son of Zeus and the mightiest of heroes, who had just completed his 10th labor, the capture of the cattle of Geryon. These cattle, with their gleaming hides and divine origins, were unlike any beasts the world had ever seen. Hercules, exhausted from his trials, sought a moment's rest on the Aventine Hill. But where Hercules saw an opportunity for respite, Cacus saw a chance for theft. In the dead of night, Cacus crept from his lair, his eyes gleaming with malice. One by one, he stole 8 of the finest cattle from Hercules' herd, dragging them backward into his cave to confuse any who might follow the trail. So devious was his plot that even the keen eyes of Hercules might have been deceived. But as dawn broke, the stolen cattle bellowed from the depths of Cacus's cave, their cries echoing across the hills. Hercules, awakening to the sound of his lost prize, was consumed with rage. His eyes, fierce as the lightning of his father Zeus, scanned the earth until they fell upon the hidden entrance to Cacus's lair. Without hesitation, the hero rushed forward, his club in hand, determined to reclaim what was his. Yet as Hercules approached the cave, a sight of unimaginable horror awaited him. Cacus, furious that his theft had been discovered, unleashed his most fearsome weapon, his fiery breath. The air itself seemed to ignite as flames spewed forth from the cave, creating a wall of scorching heat. Smoke billowed into the sky, and the ground beneath Hercules' feet trembled with the force of the inferno. But Hercules was no stranger to danger. Summoning all his divine strength, he struck the earth with such force that it split open, creating a passage into the heart of Cacus's lair. The two titans clashed, a battle of strength and fire against the will of the gods. Cacus, towering and monstrous, fought with a savage fury, hurling boulders and spitting fire. But for all his power, he could not match the strength of Hercules. With a mighty swing of his club, Hercules brought Cacus to his knees. The earth shook as the giant fell, and with one final blow, Hercules ended the reign of terror that had plagued the Aventine Hill. The death of Cacus brought peace to the region, and his legend became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the price of greed and the futility of defying the will of the gods. In time, the people of Rome would honor Hercules with a temple near the site of his victory, celebrating him as both protector and hero. But the memory of Cacus, the fire-breathing giant who dared to challenge the son of Zeus, would live on in the whispers of those who feared the darkness beneath the hills. Though Cacus is often remembered as a villain, his story is one of both tragedy and hubris. Born of divine fire yet consumed by greed, he embodied the destructive power of unchecked ambition. And while his flame has long since been extinguished, the legacy of his monstrous deeds burns bright in the annals of myth, a dark reminder that even the greatest of strength can fall to those who defy the gods.